A recent update from Phil Spencer himself gives us more confidence that Halo Infinite is launching this holiday. Let's get into it. Hello guys, hope you're well. In today's video, I want to talk about Halo Infinite and a recent update from Phil Spencer on the Dropped Frames podcast. Before we get into it, please do us a favor and hit that like button and subscribe if you do enjoy the content and would like to see more. We've just got into a 2-week lockdown here in Sydney, so expect more videos from me over the next 2 weeks. I'll be diving deep into all sorts of topics across Xbox, PlayStation, maybe even some Nintendo as well. There have been some interesting updates from them recently too. But today, we're focusing on an update from Phil Spencer about Halo Infinite. Those who tuned into the Xbox and Bethesda E3 2021 showcase will recall that the game did not receive an exact release date, which was very concerning considering that it should only be a few months away. Microsoft elected to just give a very broad holiday 2021 release window, which we'd known for some time. We didn't get any details either on the public flighting details or the multiplayer beta details that we expected to receive as well, though they did give a lot of information on the multiplayer. Recently, head of Xbox Phil Spencer featured on the Dropped Frames podcast. I'll provide the link down below. But here's what he had to say about Halo Infinite, its release window, and why they haven't decided on an exact date as yet.
But no release date in that trailer. It's still coming out this year. Can you shed any light on that? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, absolutely. And you heard Joseph say in the talk track this holiday, for us, we know kind of our range in the 3-4 week range. We don't have yet the exact day. There's some other things with some other game timing that we're trying to look at. We'll have better clarity over the summer, but this isn't a month's thing. This is just down to a few weeks. And so we're like, okay, instead of picking this date and having to move it by a week, which at this point would feel like a fail, like we don't want to do that. Let's wait until we're really solid on what the date is. But the team's very committed to holiday. We feel good about that. And the way that Pierre and Joseph are running the team, I feel good about the confidence we have in both quality and getting the game done.
Awesome.
Just great to be.
So there you have it. I think it's pretty reasonable to assume that they are most mindful of when the next Call of Duty will release, which is something that we'd usually know about by now. By this stage in the calendar, Call of Duty is usually revealed with some release window, and pre-orders being driven by Activision. That's not the case so far. I think one might assume that we hear about the next Call of Duty release whenever PlayStation holds their next event, seeing as though PlayStation has had the marketing partnership with Activision and Call of Duty for many years now, going all the way back to, I think it was 2015 with Black Ops 3, if I recall correctly. Anyway, we don't have an exact date on when that is dropping. Many are predicting and hoping that Halo Infinite launches on November 15, which is the 20th anniversary of both the Xbox brand and the Halo franchise. November 15, 2001 is when the original Xbox launched and Halo Combat evolved with it. The only problem there is that it's only 6 days after the launch of Forza Horizon 5 on November 9. So look, I don't think it's wise to launch 2 of your biggest titles of the calendar year less than a week apart from one another. Yes, there isn't too much of a genre overlap there, but you don't want your Game Pass subscriber base to have to pick between either one of these titles within a week of one another. So I don't think they'll do that. I think they'll avoid releasing at least within one or 2 weeks from one another. My guess is that Xbox is targeting a late November release. I think it's important just from a sales perspective that they hit before Black Friday, which is at the end of November. If you start to get into early December, I think it could hurt the brand, as family, and parents have already bought consoles or games that they're looking to gift over the Christmas period. So even though this game is available via Game Pass and the multiplayer will be free to play, I think it could still weaken the week 1, month 1 sales of Halo if they elect to go any later than Black Friday. That's when hardware bundles will likely be driven as well, if there's any stock on the shelves. So my prediction for a release date is actually November 23. That's exactly 2 weeks after the launch of Forza Horizon 5. You still get a decent break between both AAA launches and you land before Black Friday, which I think is very important. You also get the luxury of being able to celebrate the Xbox anniversary, the 20th anniversary, on November 15 maybe with the release of the Xbox mini fridge. We'll have to wait and see. And then you get a second pulse point a week later, celebrating the launch of Halo Infinite. You know, it would be a fairy tale alignment if Halo Infinite launches on this 20 years to the day exactly after Halo Combat Evolved. I just don't think it's absolutely necessary that it does, and I think it benefits Microsoft more to save it an extra week and launch it on the 23rd. Rumor is that we're going to get a PlayStation event sometime in July, so maybe we hear an update from Activision on when the next Call of Duty will release. Then I dare say we'll have a release date for Halo Infinite before the end of the American summer, as Phil alluded to. So look, let me know what you think in the comments below. When do you think Halo Infinite is launching? I would love to hear your thoughts and discuss them in the comments. Like I said, if you have enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like. It certainly helps out the channel in these early stages as I try and grow it. And if you enjoy the content, subscribe as well. There'll be much more to come in the next couple of weeks. Until next time, guys, happy gaming.